Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Tom. Today we're going to be making marble cookies. And what makes these cookies special is they use sour cream. That's pretty weird, but let's check it out. So first thing we need to do is put on our safety glasses, and the second thing we need to do is make sure we have all the ingredients. So we've got 2 cups of flour. We've got half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, half a cup of butter, half a cup of sour cream, half a cup of sugar, half a cup of brown sugar, and it always tastes better if you use a Supreme Pyrex cup, half a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and 1 egg. Okay, now that we have all our ingredients, we're going to preheat our oven to 300 degrees. So I'm going to take the flour, I'm going to throw in the baking powder, oops, and the salt, and we're just going to whisk that together. Now we'll put that aside. Alright, I'm at the stand mixer here. I've got my oven preheated. I've got the brown sugar and the regular sugar in there. I'm just going to mix that for a while. Alright, and now that they're combined, I'm going to add my butter. Now I'm going to beat this up until it's nice and grainy. Okay, so that's pretty good. Now I'm going to add, what the hell am I going to add? Now I'm going to add the egg, sour cream, and some vanilla. I forgot to mention the teaspoon of vanilla I'm going to add. Now I'm going to mix this till it's light and fluffy. Alright, I say that's pretty good. Pretty good. Now I'm going to add my flour slowly. So let's try not to make a huge mess with that. Probably gonna be a disaster. So this is the consistency we want before our next step. Alright, so we're just going to leave that there, and we're going to prepare our chocolate. So now we're going to melt this chocolate in this double boiler contraption I've made with some hot water and a Pyrex, and then we're just going to melt it till it's just all soupy and not too hot, and then I'm going to dump that into our batter and fold it all together, and that's going to give us our marble effect. So let's check that out. The chocolate's melted. You can see that the water isn't even boiling, it's just hot, and I'm just constantly stirring this together. And we've got a nice, smooth, not too hot, melted chocolate. Now I'm going to mix this with the batter. That's going to be great. This is where things get messy. Wish me luck, guys. So that's about the texture and consistency we want. I'm going to scoop these out into tablespoon-sized balls onto a sill pat, and throw that in the oven for about 20 minutes, and we'll see how they feel. All right, puppers are out of the oven. My oven is a little bit on the cooler side, so these stayed in for 23 minutes. And I knew they were done because I kind of like look at the bottom and see that they're just starting to get some color on them. And that's it. So then I let them cool, and then I'll put them on a cooling rack, and then you eat them. There you go, marble cookies by the famous Mrs. Fields. This is a really easy recipe. I say the hardest part is the cleanup of the melted chocolate that gets on everything that you touch. And the cookies taste great. The sour cream gives them a light cakey texture, and they're not too sweet. Great choice for the holidays. And if you wanted to make these vegan, all you have to do is replace the egg with something like flax meal and water. And Tofutti makes a vegan sour cream that is an excellent replacement. I've done this recipe with those exact changes and they come out exactly the same. You can't even tell that there's flax in there. So, I hope everyone has a great holiday. You heard it first.